everybody was out there and going. I mentioned to you that Pat's not playing, then we'll just kind of see where things go from there. We look forward to the challenge of playing Denver. Good football team, we know that. And so Sean has done a nice job, as his coordinators have, of putting that together. I think our guys have had a good week of practice. They've all kind of rotated in there and done some part of it, which is good. And we'll just see how it goes on Sunday there. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
Hey Andy, Jalen Watson, we saw him out there. What's happened here in the last week or so that's allowed him to get to this point?
Yeah, he's really done well coming back. I'm curious to see how he did today and how he felt. And but he was out there till the end and moving around pretty good from what I saw. Yeah.
Andy, those three injured guys, Jones, Pacheco, and Juwan Taylor, they'll be out. You send us out?
Yeah, most likely, yes.
You mentioned it's a good opportunity for guys who maybe are getting mixed in this week and everything. Nico and Reid, one of those guys. What have you just kind of seen from him as a developmental player this year?
Yeah, he got a couple snaps in last week, and then he's been doing the return stuff, doing a nice job with it. He's reliable. He knows everything, all the positions. He's quick, smart, fast. Yeah, he can do all that stuff. So, good catcher.
Coach, you said some really nice things about Carson Wentz the whole time you've had him here. Now you've watched him practice a few times now and he's going to start. What have you liked about kind of the way he's gone about it this week?
Yeah, you can tell he's done it before and gone through the whole week process that it takes to put the game plan in storage there in your mind and be able to see it and then execute it. So I think he's done a good job there. I think the guys have confidence in him, which probably tells you the whole story. So, but he's done well.
And do you anticipate DJ Humphries starting at left tackle?
There's a good chance, yeah, with that. Yeah. Again, he's one that I'm kind of checking every day here, so as we go. So, but he looked like he did good today. Yeah.
We didn't ask about it on Wednesday, but Steven Nelson, obviously, you've had in the practice squad for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is he someone you want to see in Denver on Sunday?
Well, you only have a couple of elevations you can do, so I don't think you're probably going to see him. Yeah.
Andy, did you expect to see Watson back on the field this soon?
The way he was going about it, I get to see it every day, the progress that he's making, or at least get a update on it. And he'd been doing so well that I figured that he'd be out there giving a whirl. I didn't know what I would see out there, and I'm still not sure exactly. Other than the times I looked at him, he was moving around pretty good. So, be curious to see how he feels here after this practice and into tomorrow.
And in 2019, you kind of famously said, "Hail to the Dolphins" after they helped you guys out. I just kind of wondered what you thought about this scenario where potentially you guys can help out the Dolphins as well.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Different head coach. I like both guys, but that's I'm not trying to help anybody out. I'm just trying to, go up and do well in the game. So, but hadn't thought of that. But I appreciated what they did. I sent them some great Kansas City steaks for doing that. Yeah. So.
Coach, a couple of your former players, Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson, now becoming head coaches in college. What about them when they were in review that would tell you that they were going to become head coaches?
Yeah, listen, I'm proud of them. Michael's, both of them have been kind of into that.
Yeah.
Deshaun, he came up kind of close to where I grew up, and so I knew a lot of the people who worked with him, and his dad was real involved at that time, and so I think it's great to see him have an opportunity to do it. I knew somewhere that was in his plans. Both of them are very smart, innately very smart. Just they've been blessed that way, and they don't forget anything. They could handle a game plan like that, and I think they'll do great as a head coach. They got good people skills, and recruiting is a big part of that.
What's that piece of advice you'd give them about coaching?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to stay in touch with both of them. So, I had a chance to talk to the people that were hiring them and so on. So it was they have my full support. I know they're going to do great, and the university is supporting him right now, which is a beautiful thing that they obviously went in there and impressed him. So that's about half the battle. And then this whole recruiting thing, I don't understand all that, but I know it'll be a great challenge for all these guys, all these head coaches at college level.
Last one, Emily.
Oh, there's a commercial of you on State Farm saying "Bundle Ruski," and I just kind of want to know how long it took you to say that without laughing.
Yeah, it was a good question. There were a lot of takes on Bundle Ruski. Yeah, but no, we had a good time.
Good. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good.
Travis Kelce's inevitable gesture whenever Taylor Swift shows up gives away the state their relationship is in, as Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs gear up for their Week 18 clash against the Denver Broncos. The star tight end has been making headlines off the field as well. Kelce and his brother, former Eagle center Jason Kelce, recently hosted Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark on their popular podcast, New Heights. The January 2nd episode brought Clark into the spotlight, not just for her basketball prowess but for her connection to Taylor Swift, Kelce's girlfriend. From November 1st to 3rd, Swift performed the final U.S. shows of her Eras tour in Indianapolis, where Clark resides. The college basketball standout attended 2 of the 3 performances, sitting in the exclusive VIP section alongside Kelce. On the podcast, Clark shared her excitement about attending Swift's concerts, calling them a highlight of her year. "Thank you for watching, obviously. It's a great show," Clark said. "A lot of fun. Full Swiftie. Turned my mom into a full Swiftie too. So, good time." Her glowing review left Kelce visibly delighted, as fans quickly noticed his affectionate grin whenever Swift was mentioned. Swifties took to social media to gush over the moment, coining the term "Tay-smile" to describe Kelce's endearing expression. "The Tay-smile is big," one fan wrote, another added, "Oh hi. Tay-smile." Swift and Kelce have been a power couple since going public with their relationship in September 2023. Since her first Chiefs appearance in Week 3 of the 2023 season, Swift has been a consistent presence at games, attending 20 Chiefs matchups. Kansas City boasts an impressive 17-3 record with Swift in the stands. While Swift has been a staple at Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium, she missed the December 8, 2024, game against the Chargers due to her Vancouver tour finale. Despite her packed schedule, Swift has become a beloved figure among Chiefs fans and players alike, often sparking conversations about her influence on the team's success. The Kansas City Chiefs have dominated the AFC West this season, securing the number 1 playoff seed with an impressive 15-1 record. Yet, a series of injuries, including to Patrick Mahomes, has raised eyebrows about the team's condition heading into the playoffs. The Chiefs' star quarterback was limited in practice this week, raising speculation about his availability and health. Although he returned to play the following week against the Texans, the team seems to be exercising caution as the playoffs approach. Whether this is simply a precautionary measure or an indicator of lingering issues remains unclear. However, with backup quarterback Carson Wentz ready to step in, the Chiefs appear prepared to give Mahomes a rest if needed. Mahomes isn't the only player on the Chiefs' injury report. Cornerback Trent McDuffie was also limited in practice, though the team hasn't disclosed whether he's dealing with a specific injury or simply being rested. More definitively, defensive end Chris Jones will miss the final game with a calf injury. Running back Isaiah Pacheco, ribs, and offensive tackle Jawan Taylor, knee, were absent from practice as well, leading head coach Andy Reid to confirm their sideline status for the week. As far as the injuries go, Chris, Pacheco, and Jawan won't practice, Reid shared with the media. It's evident that the Chiefs are prioritizing the health of their top players, even if it means a less than optimal roster for Week 18 against the Denver Broncos. The potential absence of Mahomes could give Carson Wentz a unique opportunity. After spending most of his career as a backup, including a stint with the Los Angeles Rams where he played only 1 game, Wentz will take the reins as the starting QB for the Chiefs in their regular season finale. For Wentz, this moment is about more than filling in, it's a chance to show his value and make a case for his future in the league. "I'm excited, honestly," Wentz said. "I might not show it right now, but I think last year and then this year, again, you learn to not take these opportunities for granted. As the Kansas City Chiefs enjoy a long low-stress break as the AFC's #1 seed, Sunday's game against the Denver Broncos can't impact KC's standing as the playoffs approach. No matter what, the Chiefs will have a first-round bye and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. How will the Chiefs approach a game that will feel more like a preseason contest than a regular season finale? After announcing that Carson Wentz would get the start at quarterback in place of Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs were vague throughout the remainder of the week about who would and wouldn't suit up on Sunday. On Friday afternoon, head coach Andy Reid addressed the team's plans with a bit more detail. "I mentioned to you that Pat's not playing, then we'll just kind of see where things go from there," Reid said. The Chiefs had 3 players who did not participate in Friday's practice: defensive tackle Chris Jones, running back Isaiah Pacheco and right tackle Jawan Taylor. Reid said that trio most likely will be ruled out for Sunday's game. While Reid wouldn't rule out additional players, he did note that veteran left tackle DJ Humphries could be in line to start on Sunday in what would be his second game as a Chief. "There's a good chance, yeah, with that," Reid said. "Again, he's one that I'm kind of checking every day here as we go, but he looked like he did good today." While the Chiefs will only be able to make a pair of practice squad call-ups for the game, with one presumably going to third-string quarterback Chris Oladikin, could recently unretired cornerback Steven Nelson get an opportunity to see the field in Denver? Well, you only have a couple elevations you can do, so I don't think you're probably going to see him, Reid said. The biggest news of the day comes from a player who hasn't suited up for the Chiefs since suffering a fractured ankle in October. On Friday, cornerback Jalen Watson was designated to return to practice, opening his 21-day ramp-up window to return to the field in time for the playoffs. Watson was playing excellent football as Kansas City's No. 2 cornerback alongside Trent McDuffie. Since Watson's injury, the Chiefs have been left to shuffle defensive backs while seeking worthwhile production from players like Joshua Williams, Nazeeh Johnson, Shamari Connor and Christian Roland Wallace. Even after a solid stretch from that group near the end of the regular season, Watson remains a massive boon to KC's defense. On Friday,